Okay.
Okay. All right. So the word race, you didn't, Lynette, you didn't hear about being pro-black. Do you feel like you can be pro-black and still date outside your race?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, everybody looks at it, oh, we got to stick with our own, we got to stick with, but every race is having issues. We're not just the only one. So if I could find, you know what, not find, it says he defined it, but does it say a color? No. You
Right.
know? So if the white man, black, white, Chinese, brown, red, approaches me as a man, I'm open to it.
Okay.
Most definitely.
I think
And
that's
I have not a
amazing.
family member interracial, but we take it so literally that, you know, of course we need to stay in our race, yes. But there's so many problems on all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to talk about it. We just be about it and not say we're open to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we do, yes, you get that stigma. Oh, look at that. Guess she thinks she all that. Oh, he thinks they all that. But you gotta look at it. Sometimes they do look like they upgraded. They upgraded and they active. And sometimes I gotta
They
check on.
upgraded, huh?
Don't get beside yourself.
Oh, don't get beside yourself.
So-
No, I have told some family members, don't get uppity. Because you married a white woman or you married a white man or Chinese. Because at the end of the day, they can be replaced, but we can't. So don't forget where you came from.
Love it.
So I got a quick question for you, Lynette. So if you did marry outside of your race, would you, and I hate to say require because that's almost like, you know, a job interview or something, but would you want that person to be very knowledgeable about, you know, who you are, your past, you know, and things, you know, be just as in touch with your race as you would probably be in touch with his?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, because, you know, I mean, who was it Gary? I think it was Gary Owens. And I don't know if everybody remember the video he did when he married his wife, and he said that he didn't know that he couldn't say this word. And he said she kept crossing in front of him at like a football game or something. And he was like, can I say it? Can I be free to say it?
Sure, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he said she kept walking back and forth, and his friends never told him. And he said, bitch. But he said before he could get it out, she turned and looked at him. And I think he said he beat her with the sofa. And he went back to his friend and said, well, why did you tell me that I can't call a black woman? You know, so we have to teach them. You know, if he's Indian, I have to learn his culture. He has to learn mine.
Yes.
And I think everybody should learn everybody's culture and nationality, even if you're not dating. I have white friends.
Right.
I have some Jewish friends. I have a friend that married somebody that was from India, and we went to their wedding.
Yeah.
Man, they did the true meaning of tying a knot. They took the rope, tied the knot around each other. We need to be diverse. No, they really do. They do a ceremony. They tie rope around each other, and they talking. The vows and some of the I forgot what they're not a minister, but this ain't the minister. Everything he's saying, he's tying the knot, and it means something.
Okay.
So that is totally
that's where it came from then, apparently.
relation to marriage. But we don't want to. We want to stay with our own, and look what you've been out. So I wouldn't have a problem with him learning my culture, him learning his. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I got a question, Lynette. Let me ask you a question. I'm just curious. You said the Indian, and you were at that wedding. I've seen some of those weddings. They're very interesting. They're really, really intense. They're really nice, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really exciting.
Oh,
Okay, so, you know, maybe someone that's Indian or someone that's a Jew or someone like that. Now, if you date someone that is Caucasian, would you say that you kind of already know a lot of their history so far? Just curious.
I would say yes and no. And that's because even though I live here in Charlotte, where I grew up in Charles County, yes, they were redneck and were racist, you know, Klan and all that.
Not Charles
but
County.
The worst people that we lived around, Charles County, you see, we were taught that everybody was equal. And
Okay.
when something went down that was racial, we stuck together. So you want to have that maybe some family members are on that side.
Mhm.
But again, I'm not married. I am marrying him, and they're part of it. But it's about us. So sometimes we may never know. They may not be that. They may be Irish white. They might be Jewish white. They can't even the first say they white and they're just white. They might be white with mixed with something else. And they follow
Right.
that culture. So you
Okay.
won't know until you talk to them, interview them, however we communicate.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, I really appreciate it, but we're really not equal. But okay, I got you. We're really not equal. We're just really not. Unfortunately, we're not, and we would love that to change, but no time soon. Brother Delon X, what are your thoughts on what has been said thus far, on the comment that was made to me on Facebook, what Lynette said, and also what Cassie said? What are your thoughts?
Don't beat me up too bad. I'm just
Let's start with the comment that on Facebook, directed at me. What are your thoughts?
All right, let me go back and read the comment again. If you have
Yeah, please.
make sure I see.
Okay.
Fully understand.
The comment was on Facebook Live. Look here, Millie, your uncle married outside of his race, and your brother has children out of his race. We are disappointed by what, and in all caps is you say, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm being petty. Okay, sorry.
Can I ask a quick question? Is
Yes.
that somebody you know within a family member?
That is my
Yes.
aunt. That is my aunt. By marriage.
I'm sorry, my brother. Go ahead.
Well, at the end of the day, the teachers of the honorable lives in my home teaches us to love your brother and sister more than they hate themselves. So, hello?
I'm listening.
No matter what comment or remark that they have, you still have to find in your heart to still love that individual because of the love that God has for you.
I agree.
So that's my point of view on that. No matter what, they can say anything when we say this, but if you're living truth, the light still shines, and the light still shines on them, and they're gonna start to follow you too.
Speaking to the phone a little bit more, sir. I think I hear you a little distance on you, Brother Delon.
So I was saying that when people comment to stuff like that, and to say this and to say that, you still have to love them for who they are.
Oh, absolutely. I love my family to death.
And your goal is to not even speak on that. You just got to keep becoming the light.
Right. I thank you for that.
Becoming the light.
So one of the things.
Argue about stuff like that no more.
Right. So one of the things that we were reading, there were 4 reasons why being pro-black isn't the same as being anti-white. I think that people mistake. I mean, what do you think about this, JV? I think people mistake just because we're pro-black, it doesn't mean that we're anti-white. Okay, one of the guys said he doesn't have to hate white people in order to love his blackness.
Right.
Do you feel like that's just a big common mistake, especially in the Caucasian race? Do you feel like that they think we hate them because we love ourselves and celebrate ourselves? What do you think?
I think a lot of people feel that way, period.
Okay, yeah.
I think people feel like because they're pro.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. So you think a lot of people feel that way about us?
But
Okay.
a lot of people are not proud of who they are. And being pro your race is just being proud of yourself.
Right. So the second thing, Brother Delon.
Can I address that for you on really real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
And just hearing that, and Matt, I mean, just to put it out there, you can. How long have they been married? It's a big month after. How long have they been married?
I want to say over 50 years. Don't quote me. But I want to say my parents have been married over 51 years, I believe. They just celebrated their 51, I think. And so about the same.
The comment that was made.
I'm thinking, because I'm thinking about my father. It's my father's brothers, my uncle. So I want to say they've been married a really long time, maybe 50 years, maybe.
Now, if they've been married a really long time, she should never have a comment made because if you have children, just real quickly, and maybe if I'm wrong, correct me, y'all. You have children, so that means your children are biracial.
Yes, they are. My cousins are biracial.
So that means who do you want your kids to be with, black or white? So she just kind of contradicted herself, excuse me, and hey, I'm in North Carolina, you can always find me. But I'm just saying, she kind of contradicted herself because, let's be real, you kind of contradicted yourself because your kids are biracial. So for you to jump and make that comment, you just kind of put down your kids. Because if they go white, what you going to do? If they go black, then that's not erase the other side of the heritage.
Right.
So she comes to me, and I'm not trying to disrespect your aunt, but she put it out there. You kind of mess the kids. You kind of, what's the word I want to use? Not just the kids, but you kind of put the kids down in a situation. They're older to read this, but they should be. Are you going to go white race? Are you going to go black race?
Got you.
No, so she was that's kind of stupid for her to, not that she's stupid, but to write that comment and to come at you like that. She should have braced it all the way around. You married outside, duh.
Well, real quick, one of my Facebook friends said, Angela, love has no color. You love who and what your heart wants you to do. So we have somebody, and I really wish I could get someone to call in that has married outside of their race.
I had someone.
I really would love to hear from one of our Facebook people because you know, that way you can speak on it personally. We're all speculating because I've never married or been with anybody outside of my race.
Me either.
I was with somebody outside of my race because my son is biracial. My oldest son is biracial.
Okay.
So it's all about it. I mean, I'm from down south.
Okay.
I'm biracial myself, and I went to an all-white school. So I was around white people all the way through college.
Okay.
And then when I got out, I was in the show business and all that kind of stuff. I traveled the world, so of course I was around different people of different nationalities.
Okay.
I think, like I said, I mean, love doesn't have a color. It don't. And a lot of times when you have biracial children, it depends on where you live at.
Yep, because they go through it.
My oldest son will tell you right now, even though he's biracial, he will tell you straight up, I love black women. Probably because his mama is black. He loves black women.
Okay.
He's a light-skinned boy that likes dark-skinned women. So, I mean, it's where you live at. Now, he's not prejudiced against any other woman, but his preference is black women.
Well, that's where his mother. But
you can't control what your child will do when they get on their own or who they should like. I mean, you can go and raise your child in an all-white environment, and what parents will do if they're up on that little ladder trying to be uppity, they will push the child. You marry a white man, you marry a white woman, instead of letting the child choose for themselves. You let them choose.
It happens a lot more than you think.
Right, it don't matter what level of living you're living in. Now, as I say, some parents do push their kids to marry because they're up in the so-called upper crust. Within upper marriage, it's for the hip because they're doctors, they're this, they're that, they're white. But you don't so because that mess don't last long. So you have to make them find for themselves.
You know what?
I love a black man. Sorry, I got Italian blood in me. I got white. I love a black man.
You know what? You know what I see, and this is a beautiful interracial melting pot of a world. Love it, kisses. But I feel like the interracial children, especially, I can't say for everybody, just what I've seen, especially mixed, with white and black, they go through it. You can always go and call the little boy that was 8 years old that they just tried to hang him. Okay, because he's interracial. Let's go ahead and talk to his parents and see how they feel about the situation. Thank God didn't die. Hallelujah. But you know, because he was interracial, hey, they tried to hang him and his little sister.
I mean,
I digress.
At the end of the day, you know, we live in a country that still, I hate to say it, to this day, is just not accepting of the fact that we're all human.
All human beings. That's
We're
what human
all
race.
created.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, we
Say it
all
one more time.
Human.
Dad.
You have to inform them, because when my kids were little, especially my oldest
Call
one, we would be out and they said he's been talking to you for 5 minutes. He don't care what color you are. He's gonna give you a hug when you get ready to walk off. Now, being that I live in Virginia, I raised him in Virginia. There were times that I had to be like,
Muted.
you know, because some white folks
I
say
asked you not to call my father.
You know, you have to be real with them. You can't lie to them.
I'm gonna light y'all up. Wait.
You can't lie to them. See, my parents, or my mom, she had white friends, so I was never thought that me going to an all-white school and watching Roots for the first time, I would have some white girl come telling me, oh, well, you know, I didn't know that our people treated y'all like that. I was ready to slap the hell out of her.
Really?
No, I'm just being honest, because I didn't, my mom didn't put it out there. She didn't say, okay, when you go to school, you know, you knew something. But if you go to school, don't do this, don't do that.
Okay.
I'm going to school playing with my little white friends, and when we in the grocery store, hey, how you doing, Melanie? They not speaking to me. But then I learned later on.
Been there.
Oh. so you speak to that little black girl.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh,
Exactly.
yes. And I've got plenty of white
I'm
friends.
just saying, even when I was a freshman in high school, we didn't have no book bags. I get these little white boys that call them redneck, different skulls, like to do stuff. My generation is different. We just didn't take no crap off nobody. Like, you might call me that N-word, but you might get beat up at the end of the day by me. I ain't got time.
Yeah, oh, I got you.
Because I know what that word means. I know
You
what
know,
that word means.
You know, let
See,
me.
I'm different.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying I'm different. See, my mom was a school teacher
Mm.
in Charles County, so I didn't have a choice. And then in my neighborhood within a Florida, my uncles and all them, the white guys living in the street, all of them was just like brothers.
Okay.
And so my best friend, if I would introduce you to her, I said, this is my black sister Carol.
Who is doing
my
that?
white sister Lynnette, and we will confuse the hell out of y'all. Just to be clear, we've been doing this since we were little. And they look just like, oh God, here we go again. But when I had what David guy went to, I keep saying it wrong, but correct me. It's the ball, the bow, of the green belt.
I'm not.
All the thing was. We brought him down to our thing. He's like, oh my God. He's like, what's wrong? This must been happening down here. And I corrected him wrong. Y'all get along? He was shocked that the blacks and whites were getting along. Like he said, that wasn't happening at the bow, the ball. I always get wrong. He said that wasn't happening at our school. He was like,
Right.
you not realize I'm only 5, but everybody that has siblings play ball and the people. So we don't have that problem like that. And
Right.
even to the day, I still got best friends that all
Me
white.
too.
And people look at everybody as like crazy. And I remember real quick, they just decided, and he said, a black person will always call you a nigga. I said, what did you just say? I didn't tell you something. So I guess my aunt is going to call her daughter a nigga. They've been together.
No, we don't do that.
Just get about my house. Just get about my house.
I got you.
I said, because I got aunts and everything, but it's all about how you teach them.
You know,
and how to teach them to be strong, whether they're biracial, but teach them to be strong.
Yes.
Black.
Just
And
people.
to know that and know who
And
they
just
are.
know who they are as a
Know who they are as
person.
a person.
So Lynnette, you know, it's so funny because, and I spoke with Brother Delon about this. I do see a little bit a different, like if a black woman. Okay, so turn your radio down, everyone in the background. But if a black woman dates a white man, then it's judged a tad bit more harshly. At least this is what I see. Than if a black man dates a white woman, it's kind of more accepted. They talk about you, but it's judged more harshly than, I mean, so they tried to kill Serena. Did they not?
Yeah. Yes,
They did. Okay, so we've got other callers calling in. Let me go
Don't get
to.
much blacker than her.
Let me go to 4942.
Caller with the last 4 digits of 4942. You're on with Connect the City. May we have your name, please?
Hey there, my name is Bill.
Hi, Dale.
Dale, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I just got a text message from one of my coworkers who said you guys were having a racial show and about mixed marriages, and I'm up here in West Virginia, and I'm married to a black woman. So if you guys got any questions, I'd love to help answer them.
We want to correct you, if that's okay with you, sir. We're so thankful that you called in. We've been wanting someone to call in, but this is not a racial show. Let's be clear. This is not a racial show. The question is, can you be pro-black if you date outside your race? It was a subject that JV and I saw on Facebook, and it ignited a little bit of spark in a lot of people. We wanted to talk about it because we are radio show hosts. That's what we do.
Yes.
And we don't want to talk about the same things. We want to talk about that. So, do you feel like
Turn your radios off.
turn your radios
down
or any background
Yes.
noises? And you said you were a Caucasian male?
Yes, I'm a white man. I'm up here in West Virginia.
Okay, I have
and
family there.
I have my wife. My wife is from South Carolina.
Okay.
And what happened was she was actually my cousin by marriage, and we met at a family reunion, and we just hit it off so well. And the rest is history.
So, so we love that. So I'm itching because let me ask you a question, brother. I think Brother Delon said it. You said it. So did you inquire about her history or ask her about her history before you guys got married? Did you have any inclination to know her ethnicity? No, not really. I mean, we had to take black history in school, so I mean, I knew enough. I felt about her history that I wasn't marrying her history. I was marrying her. Okay, I love that.
So that's.
I love that.
Say that one more time.
Go ahead, JV. JV's on top too.
No,
Sir-
I mean.
Well, sir, I have a quick question for you. So is it possible to, because your children are interracial, have you had children together?
We have 2 sets of twins.
Wow.
We have some dark-skinned kids, and we have some light-skinned kids, and we treat them just the same.
Exactly. So when you marry someone, in your case, African American woman, how do you raise the kids though? Because that's why I think Millie made the point about knowing about her heritage or whatever, because I'm a firm believer, and I think she is as well, that you have to teach your children about your past in order to know your future and to be a strong individual. You have to know where you came from, so you know the path that you need to go into. Right. So you want to teach your children not only about your race as a whole, but just so you know your history. And how do you do that? Do you sit down and you say, okay, on my side I had my Irish or whatever your background is?
Well, we just have regular conversations, just like anybody else with their kid or youngin'. What we do is, when things are in town or when things are going on, we take our kids. Like I'll go with her and we'll take the kids to the NCAAP meetings, and then when there are Klan meetings up this way, I used to be affiliated, and I'll take them there as well, so everybody in town knows who our kids are and don't nobody mess with them, and it's so they kind of get the best of both worlds.
Oh,
okay, so you've got to be kidding, sir.
Well, you know what?
You have got to be kidding.
You
can let this man go in and talk to you like this. He's got to be kidding.
No, I'm.
Did he just say he takes him to the NAACP meetings? He did not say. He just take. Okay.
Well,
So-
we just feel that our kids need to be aware of everything that's going on, not only in the black race, but in the white race. We understand that there are differences between everybody, and we just want to make sure that they understand
Wow.
what's going on in the world around them.
Okay, so
Sir,
what do
you must be punking us. Is that what it is?
I think we're being punked.
being punked.
I think we're being punked, and that's
Is
okay.
that what it is? They had
So
you call in
they
to
had you
punk
call
us?
in to punk us. And that's okay. Where's Ashton Kutcher? Did Ashton Kutcher, look, come on, man, call me.
Oh my God.
You like black women too, man. Come on, call me. Don't do this to me. Ashton Kutcher done punked us.
You are blowing up my Facebook page. They are just like, what?
Let me ask a question. Can I ask a question?
No, we're being punked, Lynette, so
Yeah,
we're being punked.
If we are,
Who? Yes, sir.
if we are,
We hear you.
Hell, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. 5-0 just pulled up behind me.
Of course they did. You'll get off though, we promise.
Oh, damn. Hold,
This is one of Daryl's
wait a minute.
friends.
He's going after the car in front of me. I'm sorry.
Oh, the car in front of you has got to be a black couple.
either you being punked or this is.
We're being punked, and that's okay. We have a leader named Daryl A. Carter. This is one of his people. We know the DAC has put this man up to this, and that's okay. Brother DeLon.
Yes.
You know what? Millie, I just heard that.
Dude, it's called the
Okay, so we,
on my Facebook. They like.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute everybody because
Yeah, but this is.
so I have to. I'm so sorry. I had to. Yes, he did.
She said that he
Okay,
said
so we
clean.
have a few minutes left, sir. We thank you for calling in. We do have another question. No, and you can stay on the line. This is an interactive show, so we will let you speak, and we want to be
boy.
respectful of everybody.
Thank you
We
all.
do
Y'all-
think
y'all
we're
have
being
a great
punked.
night.
Yes,
You have a
too.
great night too,
You as
sir.
well.
All right, bye bye, sir.
All right.
Okay, great.
Brother DeLon.
Well, we asked for someone to call in.
Real quick,
Let me get to Brother DeLon real.
cause I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead, Lynette, real quick.
Say something.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a pump, that would have been really interesting.
We got
If that
punked.
wasn't a pump, because I was gonna ask,
We know you did it.
that was a bold move, but are you
Thanks.
still in the Klan? But at least if that wasn't a pump and that was real, and he got out, at least he was enough to show his kids who they are, and so they could make that decision. Not say join, but at least they would know the different. That's one thing we don't do. We don't teach them about the Black Panthers. We don't teach them about.
He went to the NAACP, Lynette.
I know.
We don't
shit.
say but I'm just saying, we don't
What?
the history of everything that's being mentioned, because a lot of kids don't know about the Black Panthers.
Well, we don't want them
Right,
to
because
know
it
about
ain't.
Klan.
We don't want them to. I'm not taking my child to a KKK meeting.
Right,
Like he
we're not
took him to
doing
the.
that.
Oh,
No.
I digress.
Y'all know who that was? Okay, I gotta go. But Millie, you know who that was that pranked us? Give
We have a good idea that our boss pranked us.
We have no idea, but all we know is. But you know what? We appreciate it because that goes back to what I said.
Exactly.
All of this is
Exactly.
going on in America, all across America. So there you go.
And
Live
so-
and interactive
And
radio.
here's my issue. Love you guys. Love you,
Real
Lynette.
talk, real people.
So here.
15 minutes left on the back.
It is Real Talk, Real People. This is an interactive radio show. JV and
Straight
I
from
am
West
Millie in the
Virginia.
city. She is JV Jones. Let me reiterate that we have a radio show called Connect the City. And that we're connecting the city with any topic that is hot right now or any topic we choose. What we do is, let me just make sure you guys understand, and on Facebook, and for those people who called my father and disrupted him out of his sleep, I'm angry about that because this is not a racist kind of show. And so what we do is we pick the topics we want to talk about, and 98% of the time to not rely on our own, JV and I, JV Jones, Millie in the city, our own intelligence or our own thoughts. We have a special guest. We have a special guest for sex. We have a special guest for gun violence. We have a special guest on 98% of our show. Okay, I'm mad. I'm sorry. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm a little mad. Okay,
Yeah,
I got over it.
it's
So,
okay.
we have a caller with the last 4 digits of 80. You heard me, Rand. I'm so sorry.
It's okay because guess
So
what?
mad. Did you
That's
just
going to
not
make
say
our
Interracial
ratings
show?
go up, guys.
Yeah. 8007, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Yes, how you doing today, Millie? This is Curtis calling in.
This is Curtis.
Hi, Curtis.
Yeah.
How are you? Thanks for calling in.
You have missed a heck of a show.
Are
Thank
you
for
someone
calling
that's
in.
married? You have an interracial marriage?
For me?
Yes.
No, I don't have an interracial marriage. I've had an interracial relationship before.
Okay.
Can you be pro-black, do you feel like, and date outside your race? What are your thoughts? And that's the subject we're talking about. We have a little bit of time. If you could be brief, that would be amazing.
Can you be pro-black and be outside your race? I definitely think that you can be pro-black and be outside your race. That's like saying that a feminist can't date a man.
Oh,
You know, I
we
think
didn't
that-
think about that. Good point.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it. If that's your preference or that's who you like. I mean, I don't understand why people make such a big deal out of someone's dating preference. It's literally just a skin tone, and muted means nothing more than that.
Unmuted.
Exactly.
So,
I love that.
I got a question for you. I think it's not so much dating outside of your race as much as when you have interracial kids, it's about both races, history and background being a part of that child's life, as well as yourself. You knowing about your spouse's background and that person knowing about yours. Embracing it and honoring it. And I think that's more of what we're saying, you know, when you're pro-black, that you're still going to honor where you're coming from, and your children are going to honor it as well.
Look, I respond to that.
Yes.
You know, this is an issue that I have with black people in general, right? And when it comes to this whole interracial child thing, you know, why do we tell our children that they're black, like customarily? You know, I don't understand that. They're a mixed kid, they have two sides, like you just said. So for some reason, we recognize them as black. And me personally, I feel like it's an insult to the fact that just because you got some black and you're not black, and you're not good enough to be white, you know. So what makes them good enough to be black? Just because they got a drop of black in them.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
That's
that,
a good,
that both
good comment.
sides, that the children get to know both histories. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So we got a little. We didn't even get off topic, but we have a little bit of time. Brother DeLon, thank you for being our special guest. I do have another question, and so I read this, and so it says, when black people ask, "Can you be pro-black and date outside your race?" Do you agree with the answer? Is what they're really asking is, Can I get me a white man or a white woman without being called a coon? What are your thoughts to that?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's all on what you believe. If your truth is called personal values and integrity. So if you believe that white man, that black man, that Spanish man can make you a better person and help you achieve what God created you to do,
right?
That's all that really matters.
Because you know,
but at the end of the day, you gotta look at truth too. Like is that white man gonna really help you get to where I need to get to? Is that black person that I'm with